Hey everybody, it's Sarah, your certified yoga instructor, and today we're gonna slow it down a little bit, still keep it fun and energetic, do a little yoga, stretching, all that fun stuff. So all you're gonna need is your own body weight and a yoga mat. So go ahead and get started. We're gonna do a warm-up flow here. So inhale your arms up, look up, exhale, fold all the way in. Inhale to lift halfway, plant your hands flat on your mat, jump back, downward facing dog. Now jump back forward, top of your mat, inhale, lift halfway, exhale, forward fold, inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up, exhale, hands to heart. We're gonna do that 4 more times, warming it up. Inhale, look up, exhale and fold, inhale, lift halfway, chest moves forward, plant your hands flat, jump back, downward facing dog, then jump straight ahead, inhale, lift halfway, exhale, fold all the way in. Inhale, reverse swan dive, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, look up, reach up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, plant your hands. You can always step it back if the jump's too much for you, and you can always step it back in. But if you want, add that jump. Inhale, lift halfway, exhale and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more times. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift halfway, chest moves forward. Plant your hands, jump it back, downward facing dog. Jump it right back forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more time. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold. All the way in. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant your hands flat. Jump it back. Jump it back forward. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and fold. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we're going to do that same thing, but add a fun little variation. So inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale and fold all the way in. Inhale to lift halfway, chest moves forward. Plant your hands, jump it back. Downward facing dog. Now this time you're immediately going to bend your elbows and shift your weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale through to up dog, rolling your shoulders back and down. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Now coming back up, top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway, chest moves forward. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lift halfway, chest moves forward. Plant your hands flat, jump it back. Downward facing dog. Immediately bend your elbows, shift your weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale through, up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, bend your knees, look forward, jump it up. Inhale to lift, halfway. Exhale and fold. And then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. You should be breathing, should be warm. 1 more time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant your hands flat on your mat. Jump it back, step it back, downward facing dog. Then bend your elbows, shift your weight forward. And inhale through to up dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Okay, now take a few deep breaths here. Breathing in and out through your nose. Here, rotating your armpits in toward one another, wrapping your triceps down toward your mat. Fingers spread really wide, lifting your kneecaps. Hips up to the sky. Good, take a few breaths here. Then step your feet together. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And you can circle your ankle, bend your knee, stack your hips. Little movement here. Whatever feels good. Good. And then square your hips. One-legged down dog. Lift your leg as high as you can. Spread your toes out. Good, and then bring your left foot all the way forward between your hands. Gently place your right knee down, untuck your toes, and come on up. Good, from there, Sinking into your right hip flexor, getting a nice stretch here, but sitting up nice and tall, rolling your shoulders back and down. And you should feel a nice stretch here. If you don't, you can always shift your weight forward a little bit more, getting a little bit deeper there into your right hip. To take it up the next notch, you're gonna interlace your fingers, release your index finger, cross your thumbs, inhale your arms up and behind your ears. But again, staying up nice and tall, relaxing your shoulders down. Good, a couple of breaths here. Maybe even starting to take your gaze up. Good, and then exhale, both hands inside your left foot. Bring your right knee underneath your right hip with your toes tucked. So 2 90-degree angles here. One in my right leg and one in my left leg. Keep your left palm on your mat. Inhale your right arm to the sky. This is called easy triangle. So here you're embracing your left leg and arm together, pushing those together to turn your chest up to the sky. Good, and here make sure your head's not cranked back. It's not forward. One straight line, elongating the crown of your head to the front of the room. Good, exhale your hand down, and we'll come all the way back up here. This time, right arm to the sky, pinky turns in towards your face. And then exhale, bringing your right arm to your left, outside of your left thigh. And then hands to heart, looking up over your left shoulder. Maybe eventually here working for a bind, reaching your left arm up, down and around, and see if you can reach your right arm under, clasping your hands. Otherwise, staying here, hands to heart. Good, then exhale to look down at your big toe. We'll inhale up and around to warrior two. Here, making sure your left heel lines up with the right arch, just for a moment. Bending deeply into your left leg, but your knee is still stacked over your ankle. Good, and then cartwheel both hands inside your left foot. Gently place the right knee down. And we'll move into a hamstring stretch here. So flexing your left foot back towards your face, legs super strong, and you start to fold at the hip, taking your heart and chest forward. And maybe eventually getting your hands to the ground, or if you have blocks or books at home, you could always put your hands on to help you stabilize. Again, really active left foot, flexing your foot back towards your face. This is flexing, that's pointing. So flex your foot back towards your face. And again, you're not rounding in here. A couple more breaths. From there, you can start to work on full split. I know a lot of you want to do this at home. So the key here is bend your left leg and start to walk your right foot back. And then, again, maybe you have blocks or books at home. If this is where you can get to, you could take 2 blocks or books, sit up really nice and tall, and maybe eventually starting to work on this left leg and getting it straight until you can come all the way down to the floor. But see here, I'm not rounding in. I'm sitting up nice and tall, shoulder blades back and down. Still really active left foot. Focusing on your breath. Good, and then from there, we'll bend the left leg and see if you can get your leg parallel with the top of your mat. If you have really tight hips, you might need this foot close into your right hip, and that's okay. This is called pigeon pose. So again, eventual goal, leg parallel, top of the mat. Big inhale, looking up, and then exhale, slowly starting to walk your hands forward. Focusing on your breath. Should feel a really nice stretch here on the outside of your left hip. And then from there, start to come back up. You'll plant your hands, tuck your right toes, and then see if you can shift your weight forward, other leg back. And then we'll go through a vinyasa here, so shift your weight forward into your toes, bend at the elbows. Inhale through up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog, and we'll go to the other side. So step your feet together, inhale your right leg to the sky. And again, do whatever you did on the other side. Circle your ankle, bend your knees, stack your hips. And then square your hips, see how high you can get your right leg. Get it up higher. Come on, work, ladies. Let's do this. Good, and then bring your right foot all the way forward, top of your mat. Gently place your left knee down. And we'll do the same thing here. This time, working on opening up our left hip. So sitting up nice and tall. Nice tall posture, rolling your shoulders back and down. And then if you want that extra challenge, inhale your arms up. Still, again, nice tall posture, relaxing your shoulders. Good, and then exhale both hands inside your right foot. Gently bring your left knee underneath your left hip. Again, those two 90-degree angles with both of my legs. Keep your right palm on your mat, and again, push your right arm and leg together. Use that to turn and twist up, looking up towards your left fingertips. Again, I'm not straining my neck. I'm just keeping it in line with my spine. Good, and then inhale, come back up, move to the other side. So this time, left arm up, pinky turns in towards my face, and then exhale, bringing the left arm to the outside of your right thigh, and then hands to heart to start. Again, elongating the crown of my head to the front of the room. Good, and if you want a challenge, if you have open shoulders, you can reach your right arm up, down and around. See if you can clasp your hands behind your back. Otherwise, just staying here, looking up over your right shoulder. Good, and then exhale to look down at your big toe. Inhale up and around to warrior two. Just for a moment. And then cartwheel both hands inside your right foot, and then straighten your right leg, hamstring stretch. So coming all the way up, flexing your right foot back towards your face. Really strong quad here, flexing your quad so you can elongate your hamstring. And then you'll fold at the hips, sending your heart and chest forward, not rounding in. Always nice tall posture, folding forward, and then maybe taking your hands to the ground, or again, if you have blocks at home, focusing on your breath. Really active foot here. Flex your right foot back towards your face. Good, and then we'll start to work on full split. So you'll put a little bend in your right knee and start to walk your left foot back as far as you can get it. And then you might be here, and that's okay. Sit up nice and tall. Grab some blocks if you need them. Tall posture, rolling your shoulders back and down. And once you start to open up this left hip, you'll eventually be able to straighten the right leg all the way, going down to the ground. But again, shoulder blades back and down. Tall posture, really active right foot flexing back towards your face. Good. And then from there, you can shift onto your right hip a little bit to bend your right foot, bringing your leg parallel, or again, a little bit closer to your left hip if you have tight hips. And then again, sit up nice and tall. Big inhale, and then exhale, folding forward. In here, really feeling it on the outside of your hip. And focus your breath there into those places. See if you can let go of some of the tension, the stress that's built up there. 2 more deep breaths. Good, and then again, walking your hands back, tuck your left toes, and then see if you can shift into plank pose. I'm gonna walk mine forward here a little bit so I'm back on my mat. Good, and then we'll just this time exhale back, downward facing dog. And then spread your feet out about as wide as your yoga mat. And from there, walk your hands back towards your feet, put a slight bend in your knees, and then roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Your head is the last thing to come up. And then a big shoulder roll up, back, and down. And we'll do a quick shoulder opener. This one I recommend literally doing every day of your entire life, because so many of us are slouched forward at the computer all day, or our phones, and we're always reaching in front of us and reaching in front of us and reaching in front of us, or folding forward or bending down and picking something up. And when do we ever go like this? or, never. You never do that in your daily life, so you need to. Back bends are the best bends, and shoulder openers are the best openers, in my opinion. And so this is something that Liz and I do throughout our day all the time, is we do a couple of quick things. Number one is standing up nice and tall, clasp your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders back and down. And this right here could be a lot. Maybe your shoulders are really tight. So just stand here, breathing into your shoulders, but if you want a little bit more, you can start to, again, fold at your hips, keep a nice flat back. And I'm pretty flexible, but this didn't come naturally. I worked on it. So I can go pretty low, but you want to stop as soon as you start to round in. You want to keep that nice flat back, sending your heart and chest forward. Really starting to open up your shoulders. Sometimes I like to do a little side-to-side wiggle, working into the shoulders a little deeper, but definitely being gentle here, not forcing anything. And if you can, keep your palms together instead of palms apart. A couple more breaths here. So during this challenge, I challenge you to every day do this. Do a quick forward fold, opening up your shoulders. Good, and then inhale, come all the way back up. Release your hands, shake it out. Good job. So last thing we'll do is come down onto our knees gently. And here, you can have toes tucked or untucked. I kind of like tucked because it helps stabilize a little bit more. And you'll bring your hands to your low back, roll your shoulders back and down, lift your heart and chest. So none of this. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift through your heart and chest. And then start to back bend. You press your hips forward as you think about making space between each vertebrae in your spine. So again, rolling your shoulder back, lift your heart and chest. And then maybe you can reach back, grabbing for your ankles. Again, roll your shoulders, lift your heart and chest. And then same way you came out, put your hands back onto your lower back, all the way back up. Untuck your toes, sit on your heels, and nice work. Thank you for joining me on your mat today. I recommend adding this video really whenever you can. I know we put it in only a few times this month, but stretching is so important in order to reduce the risk of injury, as well as you have better strength potential when you're more flexible. Think of somebody really tight, they're not going to be able to do as much as somebody that's really flexible and limber. Think of when you were born as a baby, you were like, you could do whatever. You could suck on your toes. Think about that. Like you could lay back and grab your feet and eat them. So we're trying to get back to that place where you're very flexible and malleable. And if you don't do it every day, you'll never get back to there. And I promise you'll feel more confident, you'll have more energy, better posture, you'll sit up taller, and everyone will be like, wow, look at that lady, she looks amazing. And that's what we want for you. So please don't skip out on this part, it's so important. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you in the next workout. Bye.